What's up, everybody? Big Will, K-pop for life, coming back at you. And today, let's Kcon. Let's talk about Kcon. So, Kcon 2019, New York. I don't even think they've announced LA's yet. No, they haven't. But Kcon, New York. Let's see. It is going to be. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So, I think they've got the full lineup out now. And if you're not aware, I was invited to go. I don't know if I'm going to go. It depends on how much they pay for it, because there's nobody here I'd really there's nobody I would really want to go see so badly that I want to pay for a hotel and a flight and food and traveling on friggin' 4th of July weekend in New York. It would be a nightmare. I mean, can you imagine the traffic and the cops and blah blah blah? So it's got to be somebody good to get my fat ass to go there. So the concert lineup is as follows. ATEEZ, AB6. I don't know who that is. So let's just preface this by saying the majority of the people and the groups going to Kcon New York are pretty much newer groups. It's all third gen stuff. Some of them are good, some of them are meh, some of them are downright why are you there? But it seems that because K-pop in general has kind of taken off a little bit more, and the bigger groups are able to hold concerts on standalone concerts throughout the country, and they're all going on tours in the United States and the West in general now, that they're sort of skipping the Kcon scene. So I'm assuming LA will be different, because LA's just, it's LA. All the big cons are in LA, and all the rest of the cons always seem to be just shitty. So, I mean, I've been to Comic-Con Chicago, and it's just like, what the hell is this? This is nothing like Kcon LA. So I'm sure it's the same thing for Kcon. But then you got Fromus 9 and Everglow. So Everglow, I'm excited about. I like Everglow. I want to go see Everglow, but they've only got one song. So is it worth traveling, 1,000 miles, paying all the money? I don't know. Fromus 9 has grown on me by leaps and bounds. I'm a huge fan of Fromus 9, and I am definitely, if I do go, definitely going to their concert. Now, I'm curious, before we go any further, comment below as we continue through this list. Is there anybody on this list that would get you to travel however far you need to go? Some of you might live in New York. I know a lot of you don't. Would they get you to travel all the way to New York, pay the extra money to see them? Because I think that Kcon will be bigger this year than normal, just because K-pop has grown so much. But I'm wondering if they're going to attract the amount of people that they think they're going to attract, because these tickets are not cheap. I mean, if you want the full VIP pass, it's over $1,000 or something like that. So I'm curious to see if they're actually going to be able to attract the kind of attention that they want to with these really new groups that tend to have a lot of younger fans, because younger fans don't have money. So next up, we got IZ*ONE and G-Idol. Now, G-Idol, to me, is the headline group here. I was talking to somebody the other day on Instagram that said G-Idol was a C-tier group, and they called them I was like, how do you justify that they're a C-tier group? And they basically said, well, they don't get as many views as fast as like NCT or Blackpink or BTS does. So Blackpink, BTS, and Twice are A tier, which I agree with. NCT, Red Velvet, blah 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 are considered B tier, and G-Idol and below are considered C tier, and even below that. I was just like, that's, if you're basing it totally off of views, it's very subjective, but whatever. G-Idol, to me, though, for Kcon would be the main event, because aside from their last song, which, wasn't bad, it was very meh for me, but I love G-Idol. Just as a group, I love their whole vibe, their whole style, and them I would definitely want to see. IZ*ONE, I'm a huge Chaeyoung fan, and the group is slowly growing on me. You ever have that experience in K-pop where, like, you don't like a group at first, and then one of the members maybe sticks out, and then you start watching them a little more, and then it's like a slow build, you're not into them right away. There's some groups you're just like, you latch onto them right away. IZ*ONE is not that group, but they're growing on me. I'm slowly, this is nasty. I'm slowly starting to get to kind of know their personalities. I did not watch Produce 48. So that's partially why. Next up is Newest and 17. Now, Newest is probably the older of the groups. I think they debuted back in 20. I don't want to say 17. They've been around for longer than the rest of these groups, I believe. And their recent surge in popularity, I think one or two of the members was on some show and they got real popular. I don't know. I don't watch the guy groups that much. 17 is another really good group. I'd probably go see them live. Of all the guy groups on here, the only one I would go see is 17. Their last couple songs have been hit or miss for me, but I still like them as a group, and I still think they have some of the tightest and best and really just more unique choreography in terms of guy group K-pop, because so many of the guy groups, they use the same like jawline, all these same damn moves that drive me crazy. You don't see a lot of that with 17, so I do respect them for that. The Boys in FS9, I don't care about the Boys. I can't even remember the hell song they sang. I know who they are, but I can't remember their song. SF9, I really like SF9, but I don't like them enough to want to go stand in a crowd of screaming teeny boppers. It's just not. No, they don't have enough songs that would make me want to do that. They don't have enough. They don't have any songs to me that are like these I have to hear this shit live songs, like G-Idol does, or like Everglow does. I could even skip for Almost 9 live, but I like the group in general, so I could see them. But moving along down the road here, we got TXT, which, you know what? TXT gets a lot of shit, and I don't really think it's deserved. They're a little bit cringy, but they're young, and they're playing to that 14, 15-year-old girl kind of fan base, and I think that's appropriate for them. I'm not a big fan, but I actually didn't mind their first debut single. And if you don't listen to that Cats and Dogs, if you don't watch the Cats and Dogs video because it's super cringy, the beat on it's pretty hot. So I think that they don't deserve as much hate as they get. I do think this picture, I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Let me see if I can close up on it. But yeah, this picture, it looks like there's semen all over the chairs and everything. It's kind of weird. It's an odd choice. I know it's supposed to be melted ice cream, but I mean, it looks like semen everywhere. But and then very, very another group I just don't care about. Yeah, so that's pretty much the lineup for Comic-Con New York. There's nobody in here that is a quote kind of legendary sort of group, or nobody in here that would be a must see for me. There's a lot of groups that I like, a lot of groups that I don't know, and if it's all paid for, I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna enjoy some of these, I think, but I think that I hope that the LA Kcon is better, and maybe I'll get an invite to that. Though I might get my invite revoked after all the shit I've been talking about it. But let me know again what you guys think in the comments below. Like, are any of these groups like must-sees for you, or is just like I really like the song, but I'm not traveling 1,000 miles and paying $2,000 to hear one damn song? Because that's really what a lot of this is. Like, a lot of these groups have 1 to 5 songs, right? So there's a lot of empty space there. I feel like they need one more big group, like one more legendary, just everybody knows who they are group, and that would have tied all these together. I don't think they're going to get that. I'm pretty sure this is their lineup, and that's what they're staying with. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, keep on popping, K-Poppers. Remember, it's not a trend. It's a lifestyle. Deuces!